Here's a boat trailer Laura picked up for a boat that I bought some years ago, actually. And I think I used it one time. Found that I had to have the grandkids with me because I couldn't handle it. It was too heavy. So we decided, okay, I got a lighter boat. It used to belong to my dad. I can put in and out of the back of the pickup truck if I want to go fishing. So I've started working on this one. You can see I've done a little painting here. And that's what we're going to work on today. There's the boat that we'll be putting on her. And the idea is to sell the boat and the trailer together, make a couple bucks. It's getting to the point in life where I don't want to go hold a 9-to-5 job. But this possibly is a way to make a couple bucks. So this is my job. Let's get her up on a horse. I've got a lot of this cleaned off already, and I want to take the fenders off today and maybe get some of this painted. Let's see. Yep. I just think I can do a better job. I want to do a really good job, so the next guy that has this trailer should last him the rest of his life. It's a good, solid trailer. Just has a poor paint job on it. Most of these old boat trailers do. This trailer could be reconfigured. The tongue could be made shorter. It's a real long tongue, so it could probably be used on a lot of different boats. Took the bunks off of it, and we'll put those back on. I was watching my favorite mechanic show the other day on YouTube, which is Vice Grip Garage, and he mentioned a product called, let's see, Vapor Rust. And just so happened the very next day I was going into the Irish parts store, which he's kind of a spokesman for, and I asked the young man if they had any. He says, "No, there's no such thing." And he looked on the rack, and sure enough, there it was. This was all rusted. I'll show you a picture of that later. I don't know how this is coming out on this little camera, but it's part of the distributor. This is a distributor plate. Was very rusted. Soaked it for a little while. I cleaned it off first. Soaked it for a little while, and it looks like it's doing very well. My old feeler gauges here were pretty bad looking, and where they I soaked it in this Vapor Rust, and where it got to it, it seems to have cleaned it off a little bit. Now they might be a little thinner, I don't know, but the idea is you soak it for a period of time until you decide how it's looking, and then you take it and you rinse it off in water. And then it's probably a pretty good idea to put something like WD-40 on it, which is what I think I'll do with this right now. So I just took some parts off the boat, which we're working on here. Here, I'll show you. These bolts here, and I don't know if you can see how rusty they are. They're pretty ugly looking. So let's soak these. This stuff is supposed to be reusable too, though I haven't tried pouring any back in the, I hate to contaminate my new stuff, but might be something we can do. So this was a device to raise the bunks up, and I really don't want to use it, but I'm gonna, whoever the new owner is, I'll include it. He can have it if he wants it, but I'm gonna take it off, make it easier to clean this thing up for paint. I love my little gear wrenches, especially the short ones. Hey, look at that. I started working on this boat actually a couple years ago, this boat trailer. And yesterday I did some sanding on it and some more painting. And so now what I got to do is paint some primer on it. And I just cleaned it off with mineral spirits so I can paint some primer on it. And then within an hour I can come back and put white paint on it. So let's do the primer first. All right, so there's one of the projects for the day. All the little peripherals, the lights and all that stuff like that, the axle, everything's gonna get painted black. So another thing we're gonna do today is gonna cut this grass. It's had a lot of rain this year. Actually had 3 inches according to my rain gauge. So I've got my lawn tractor fixed, ready to go. So I've got to get that out of the trailer here, start her up, cut all this grass. So we're just going to go over the projects I got to do. I got to move this wood back to the sawmill, probably not today. Haven't been doing anything down in the garden lately, but that's got to get started pretty soon. It's the middle of May. And I can't say that don't have the danger of frost, but it's getting close to that time. So what I want to do is take the garden here and rototill it all up good. Haven't put the fence around it yet. So haven't put the wire around it. Want to get this rototilled really good. Plant some stuff, and then I got all kinds of wood chips over here. I want to cover it up really nice and thick, and that'll keep, even if it does do a frost, that'll keep the ground from getting real cold and rotting everything. The road rototiller hasn't been started this year. I got to get that started pretty quick. I need to get the well pump back on. So I want to take some of these stumps out this year. This is an old water tank horse tank from the farm, and this is where I do my compost. This is the new fresh stuff there. Here's the older stuff that's pretty well ready to be used. I want to make a floor here in the woodshed and maybe extend the roof a little bit more so I could put a little more wood in there. It pretty much did what I needed last year, but one more row would be plenty. I want to do a little more painting on my snow plow before that gets all rusted out. And I think we're going to do a little work on the fifth wheel here and sell it. So Laura bought a inflatable spa hot tub, and there it sits. And so she started working on this platform, and of course I've helped her a little bit because a lot of this work's too heavy for her. And we've kind of set it into the ground there, and so it can sit on top of the ground here rather than bringing in several yards of gravel. So we're going to see if we can get that done today. Here's my bay liner, and I need to seal these windows better. And I got water getting inside. Need to fix that. I don't know if it's just coming from there or from other places, but I need to get that done so we can get her into the lake this year. And this motor I bought, it's like a little kicker motor, so that if I have a problem with the main engine, I can use this to get back in. So I want to get that started pretty quick. So I think today what I'm going to do is come in and start running the sawmill. I want to make some siding for the porch and for Laura's chicken coop. And here's some of the wood I cut prior to this. Some of this I can use, some of it I can't, but I was just learning to use it and not necessarily keeping the sizes uniform. So from now on I'll be making some nice uniform sizes, and we'll take care of that. This is just scratched a little from setting her on. So this is basically touch up here. Guess I better be careful I don't get paint on my camera lens. It really isn't much cheaper to do it this way because these paint cans are like $8 each. It's just I don't have to clean a sprayer up. I just painted a spider, so there's a white spider if anybody needs one. Okay, it's done. Looks pretty good. It isn't perfect, but that's an old bolt trailer with a spray can paint job. Let's see. It is a Sears model 754 Can't read it. 61712. And there's some more numbers there, serial numbers. So yeah. All right, so that's the main part. Now I got to do the axle, and of course that board there is the part that the boat sits on. Here is a whole bunch of parts that go back on it that I'm going to clean up. I think I'm going to paint them black. So far this morning I've got the lawn mowed and ended up running out of gas with the lawnmower. Well, I thought I was going to get right back out here, but I had some other things I had to do. I see a black squirrel out there. Trooper's chasing something right now. We'll get the gas in it, and then I'll come back tomorrow with the battery to charge it, start it. It actually went through a lot of gas. 12.5 horsepower engine. Okay. That'd be full. Okay. So Laura got her hot tub in. Of course, I did help her a little bit, but I'm not sure that it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing right now, because it's still exactly the same temperature it was. Thanks for watching. Didn't get to the sawmill today, but I'll get to that and have some video for you next week for sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. God bless. Where you at, Troop? Oh, there you are. What's up, buddy? Not much, huh? Okay. Let's go in the house. Let's call it a day, all right?